And turning to our coronavirus coverage, this morning more than a dozen states are reporting confirmed cases of the new COVID-19 variant, the Omicron. While there is still a lot to learn, we're getting a clearer picture now of just how this new variant could play out.
Aixa Diaz is following that for us. She joins us live now from Washington. Aixa, what are scientists saying about this?
Yeah, it's hi, Brandy. Right now it appears Omicron may be more contagious but less severe than Delta, which remains the dominant variant here in the U.S.
U.S. health officials are cautiously optimistic about the new COVID-19 variant. Early studies suggest Omicron is a less severe variant compared to Delta.
Thus far, the signals are a bit encouraging regarding the severity.
Doctors say it's still too soon to know what the coming weeks will reveal about Omicron, which is spreading quickly in South Africa, but not causing an alarming rise in hospitalizations.
Right now, all the evidence is that a lot of the people who are presenting with infection from this new variant are people who've been previously infected with Delta. Remember, South Africa had a very devastating Delta wave. They have some protection from COVID, so they're getting infected, but they're not getting as sick.
Health officials say for now, vaccinations and boosters are the best defense against Omicron and Delta.
The next 6 months really depend on how we mobilize together to do the things that we know work.
And the Biden administration could be lifting those travel restrictions from certain African nations. Those were put in place after Omicron was first detected in South Africa and have been criticized by some world leaders.
Live in Washington, Aixa Diaz, KCRA 3 News.
Thanks so much, Aixa. We'll see you later this morning.
And with new travel guidelines now in effect, San Francisco International Airport is increasing its safety precautions. The airport is one of 4 that's involved in a voluntary testing pilot program. About 500 to 800 people are tested every day after arriving at the airport. Right now, SFO is leading the nation with the amount of testing and folks actually willing to test when they get there. A spokesperson for the airport says he doesn't expect the new restrictions to impact their day-to-day operations.
What it may do is put a bit more of a strain on the testing capabilities of these foreign airports. But again, this is a requirement that needs to be satisfied before somebody can board a flight into the United States. So really, when it comes to enforcing this, it's really in the hands of the airlines operating flights into the U.S. to make sure that they're not boarding anybody that doesn't meet that new requirement.
And he went on to say additional testing will be an important tool to end the pandemic.
Taking a look now at the vaccination progress throughout the state. 68% of eligible Californians are fully vaccinated. That accounts for about 25.7 million people. Another 3.1 million are still waiting for a second dose or choosing not to get one. 6.5 million people have gotten a booster shot so far, and the state is giving out an average of 181,000 doses of the vaccine per day. And you can track COVID cases and hospitalizations throughout the state. Vaccination rates, booster shots, testing information, and the latest on the Omicron variant on our website, KCRA.com, or you can always download the free KCRA 3 app.